What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
You know, I'm on the live and I'm waiting for it to come up, but there must be like a serious delay between like us going live and the actual thing being live because I'm still looking at that really awesome like goat logo that I got on there.
The screaming goat.
So did you notice my screaming goat?
Yeah, I noticed the screaming goat.
You notice my screaming. So I decided like sometime back that everybody has like this Funko of them and or this portrait of them, and it's always got something to do with them when it comes to like that little like round thing. I don't what do you call that thing?
I don't know.
It's not an avatar. What do you call that thing?
No, because it wouldn't be. It's not an image of you, but I don't know. It look, I guess a logo type, but I don't know.
Anyway, so a long time ago, I decided that I wanted to go with the screaming goat. It was about the time that I watched Love and Thor and Thunder, right? Love and Thunder and Thor, whatever, however you say that. It was about the time I seen that. I said I wanted a logo for my channel, and that's going to be the new logo for this channel. So you'll start to see it change on the YouTube and the Instagram, and the TikTok. You'll see all of them change here soon. It is going to go to the screaming goat. Now I might put a couple of them up on YouTube maybe as a vote to see which one like people like the most, but it's definitely going to go up there at some point.
Damn, he's up early. I think he needs a little smoky already.
He does need some smoky. Let's hit that smoky for him real quick. I didn't know that we were going to be announcing this one already, but we're going to already announce which pop is going to be going.
Well, we got to fill him in, but let's get some smoky first.
Andrew, right. we truly appreciate you.
For you guys that missed last week, we have a new thing we're going to do every week. And, you know, Wayne will throw some stuff in. Maybe I'll throw some stuff in from here and there from whatever I have. But we have a safe. And if you do any sort of
super chat,
or super sticker, whatever it is,
sticker, whatever it is,
you get to pick. It's a two-digit number.
Yeah. 1 through 40 is as high as it goes.
It's two-digit numbers, essentially.
Yes, it's two-digit numbers, 1 through 40. And you know how like they pretty much always the first number is the lowest number when it comes to like turning these things. And this week I'm going to put in another duplicate soda. This week it's going to be Stan the Man going in there this time.
That's a good
so Stan Lee was 15. It was a 10,000 piece run. Stan now goes into the vault. And Andrew, go ahead and pick two numbers for us. Let us see what those two numbers are that you picked today. So that
while he's doing that, I do want to remind everybody we do have a fantastic guest on today. We have had him on the show in the past. It's been a while. And we definitely enjoy having him on, as you know, you never know what you're going to get from this man. But we do have Fox, the man, the myth, the legend, Fox Crown coming on. Before we do that, let's hit up this chat.
Yeah, hit that chat up real quick. I see that they're already wide open.
So we had Chase's Kingdom. Has a Kingdom. What's going on, buddy? We got our good friend from Canada, Simon Crook. What's happening? Of course, we got Fox Crown sitting in the background. We've got Benny Kills. What's going on? We've got our favorite friend. Sunday night live. If you haven't watched them on Sunday nights, definitely hit them up. The LUAU. We've also got Campbell's Collecting. What's going on? Haven't seen you before, but hey, I always appreciate new faces coming on in. We also have our friend Zack Bonifer in the house. What's going on, buddy?
What is going
on? Appreciate you. And I think that's about where we got going at.
You missed. Did you miss totally Mitchin Collectibles? Did you?
I did miss that. There we go. Where was he?
Can't let you miss that one. That's also a new one.
Mitchin Collectibles, and then one guy that just popped in. We've got Diz Tracker. I mean Johnny Funko in the house.
Diz Tracker. So Lou, that's not the right numbers. I would tell you if you had one of those right, or if they were both right. They're not the right numbers. Let me tell you what I did. So Johnny Funko has he does a live as well every week, and on his live, I try and like at least stop in on everybody's live at some point when I can. So I stopped in last week and I made a comment, and I need everybody here. I need to ask the same question. Have you ever seen Johnny Funko and Diz Tracker in the same room?
No, and we had him on 2 weeks ago, and he never denied that.
Have you ever seen him in the same room though?
No,
I mean,
no.
so that's the question that I'm asking now is, have you seen those two in the same room? If you
No.
haven't, then I mean, I'm still like I'm still speculating. So there's some really cool stuff that's been going on in Funko here recently, and then some maybe like not so cool stuff, just depending on how you want to look at it. I have some stuff that I want to go over, but I think that we should go over it with our guests. So why don't we go ahead
But
and
I do want to do one thing real quick because we don't see it on the StreamYard, and I do have the it on down bottom. We do have Johnny Funko, a member of Burger
see
Life
that?
for 3 months.
I just clicked on her. You made me click on there. Congratulations, Johnny Funko. I truly
Now we gotta
appreciate you,
wait
brother.
because he did make a comment. You know, sometimes I don't know if it's stage fright or what it is, but he says he's not coming on until he hits 38 likes.
Till it hits 38 likes, I'm with him there. That
So yeah,
sounds
y'all
good.
need to go contact all your friends, tell them to come into the show. We need 14. No, I can't even count anymore.
He's never
We need
getting there.
24 more likes.
He's
Wait,
never
how many?
getting
We
there.
got 14 right now. You know what?
Chase
I don't
hit
even
his
know how many
membership.
likes we got at the moment.
Chase hit his membership badge before that. 24 months. God, have we been doing this for 24 months? That's not even
Oh, I
possible.
think we've
Listen.
had the membership for maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
So
truly appreciate you, Chase.
we do only
Truly
have
appreciate you.
8 likes.
He's never coming on at 38
Yeah, at this
likes.
point, I don't know if he's ever coming on.
we're just not gonna have we're not gonna have Crown.
No, we're just gonna bring him in anyways. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy that oddly looks very similar to Seth Rollins from WWE, Fox Crown.
Really? Hey,
What's
techie
going on,
body.
buddy?
What's up, wonderful Wayne?
How are you
Seth
doing, brother?
Rollins? Yeah.
Sort of, a little bit.
Is that a thing? I'll take it.
I just saw a picture of him the other
I was
day.
always shooting for Shawn
like,
Michaels.
Kind of looks like my
I'll
friend
take
Fox. I mean, what? It's been
Nice.
a while, man.
You know what? I was concerned. Thanks for having me back. It's been like 2 years. I was concerned. Why don't I know about the goat in the thumbnail and what's with the safe? Is this not safe for children? Which, if you see my logo, that's almost redundant. So I'm like, nah, I don't know what the safe is about. But yeah, hi, gents. You guys are glowing.
You know us. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants and go with whatever we enjoy.
Wow.
So the goat is going to be my new logo coming up. I'm changing all of my logos to the screaming goat now. I think it's only like fitting that I have a screaming goat.
I think, did he freeze?
Somebody froze. I don't know who froze.
I don't know if it's no.
Likely me. I am low tech for years.
Low tech.
Static. We got Wayne's wife said static coming from Fox, I think.
Yes, I can hear a little bit of it.
Like static.
The safe is something we've started doing here recently just for fun. That's one of those fun things. But let me get some of this pulled up.
Is this better? Or worse? Headphones? No headphones.
It's
a little bit still staticky. But hey, we're used to electronic errors.
My malarkey.
Well, I did. Well, before we get into, because I know Wayne's got some stuff. He usually has some stuff lined up. I do have to ask because, and we do have to get this up here. But I do have to ask before we get to the super sticker. I see you all the time on Instagram, and you have something, and your shirt is going to scream out what it is. You have something that's quite interesting. How did the duck? I
don't know why we got to that so quickly. But
how did the whole duck races come about?
Yes. Well, during the, I guess, pandemonium of the pandemic, when I don't recall like Funko raffles as much as I do during 2020, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like the wheels, right? The wheels, raffle wheels, and then like hard stack shakes. Somebody would take like a pop protector, put like raffle tickets in there, and then everybody had like a bunch of stimmy money and like, I don't know, win shit and fucking, I'm sorry, Family Channel. safe word, disposable income and time, and everybody wants to gamble. So it was that. So I used to participate, usually as a buyer, like, raffle wheels for Funkos. But then when I started to like maybe move my own stuff, the wheels were just kind of boring, and the hard stacks I just don't have as you can tell by the static, I can't have the shake. And then the one time I did it, like the hard stack was dropped, and that's really bad news, Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So the duck races, I saw that at a. I was actually waiting for hours for like Pokemon cards and sports cards to drop at Target on location, and somebody was waiting there with me. It was like, yeah, I do duck races for like exactly what I do, for like Pokemon cards and whatever he was selling, and it just seemed so entertaining, or at least a break. But it was missing something like narration or some human element to it besides like the bingo, which is super popular with raffles. But that's like elevator music, or just like you're listening to like a computer talk to you, like it's your GPS. Anyway, so that's that. And now the ducks have taken over the fox as my identifying spirit animal. So there we go.
Nice. Well, we gotta hit Zach up with a little Smokey.
Smokes.
Up. Who's at the controls?
Simon, we truly appreciate you, brother.
Don't forget to put up 2 numbers.
Drop me 2 numbers up first. We can see where you're at.
Yeah, Chase said he's won, I guess, 2 of these duck races.
Nothing but great things about the duck races. It's crazy how you can not talk to somebody every day and then hear so much about them. Fox, I've been knowing about your duck races at least for the last 6 months.
Well,
at least for the last 6 months.
You can leave me on red. It's okay if you don't slide in my DM, but slide it in my PayPal.
He said slide up.
But I tell you what, Chase, who's done an amazing job promoting, he's just got, you know what? I would be on the Foxy ambassador team because duck races have been very good to Chase. Chase is hitting duck races like we hope to hit Chases in the wild. He's got some goodies. But again, there are literally, this is like, I'm like not my hype team, 99 losers every time. But I think the deal is with these raffles is that it's usually just a couple bucks max, right? You're not going in on.
It's not a huge risk.
No, But again,
So I got to ask y'all something.
So
did either one of y'all get this?
I didn't even see it until now.
Well, I think you can still get it, no?
Oh no, it says notify me.
Right now they put it back into the like notify me coming soon category.
Sure.
But let's talk about this for a minute, Fox, because you kept up with it apparently. So this one went up for sale, and it sold out within like under 3 minutes, right?
I was feeling so like good about that, right?
That's the first time they sold out.
Everything sells out in a minute. I'm like,
10 minutes later, it was back on their site.
Thousands of them, apparently.
Why?
Because I kept buying them.
10 minutes later, it was back on the site, and then it was on the site for an hour. Let's just say an hour, and then it sold out again. And now it's into the back to coming soon. Notify me.
I mean, I'll give Funko one thing. I mean, it seems like because they really haven't been selling out of their exclusives very much. So, I guess it's nice that they finally sold out of one. I guess. Or
do you think that they honestly sold out?
No.
Well, no. I mean, it'll be on eBay on their page. Oh man.
So how?
I just can't wait till Funko's on whatnot. Like
Simon, throw me 2 numbers over there. How do y'all feel about Funko falsely selling out? Do you think that is deceiving? What do you think about it? I want to know what you think about that because they clearly didn't sell out the first time. They clearly showed their hand, right? Their poker hand was fully exposed.
Well, I will tell you that they got me. They got me. So I have this thing. I don't watch anime, and you know what? It's just like, if they were dropping nano pops all the time, this is what I do. This is why I try and FOMO,
right,
and flip, but also like unmask. I'm like, oh man, Spider-Man always sells, right? Because like there's Spider-Man comics that I adore, but like, do I need this? No, right? It's pop. But I'm like, oh man, nailed it! Like it's like few and far between, right? Like a couple years ago. It used to be like, oh my gosh, another sellout. You couldn't get them fast enough, right?
Oh yeah.
And now they are adapting. They're evolving. They are a virus. Funko's a virus. Funko is the Last of Us. Funko is a fungi that is evolving to, I mean, the FOMO like sell out, and then when it restocks, they're going to sell out another few thousand, right? Because, oh shit, it's back up, right? I don't know. They got
So
me a couple times recently.
I think that everybody's going to agree, right, that it didn't really sell out, and I feel, and I got a comment on there from Totally Mitchin who says that it was up all day. I just said an hour because I wanted to be nice. I didn't want to over exaggerate how long it was on the page before it sold out again, but it was a really long time. It was a really long time. It could have been all day. I don't know, but it was a long time.
Up there for a minute.
Yeah, it was up there for a long time, but I just didn't want to throw too much shade at Funko. I wanted to give them just a smidgen of doubt, right? But so it sold out. I missed it. I didn't really care, but when I seen that everybody was posting it sold out, I immediately went onto the page and pulled it up, and it was for sale. And I said, "What do they mean sold out?" So I then took a screenshot of it, put it on Instagram, said, "Hey guys, it's back up. If anyone's looking for it." It then sat there forever, sold back out, and now they had the notify me. Here's the problem with the whole scenario. Funko admittedly told everyone last year that they bought too much inventory. You can't buy too much inventory December of last year and then be out of that inventory February of this year. It's just not possible. You can't get the stuff from China to the United States fast enough. So this had to be in part of that. We had too much of it. Not just that, Funko just kind of spilled the beans not too long ago and said that they're out for mass producing. They're not out for limited runs now. That they've changed the view of their company, and that's kind of where they're at with that.
No, they're not down for limited runs.
No, they're not down for limited runs. They're out for mass producing. That is, they are mass producing stuff, and that's the company that they want to be. They are not.
We all signed up for that.
Okay. We all signed up for that. And we knew that it was going to that, regardless if we wanted to believe it or not. We all knew that that was happening, but it still doesn't matter because every once in a while you still get your hands on a limited pop, right? My 5,000 piece biggie, the diecast captain back there. Every once in a while you still get that grail through the rough, even if it is a highly produced product, right? Every once in a while,
and that's not even touching the NFTs,
right? So every once in a while,
like made to order, like
one still slides in, right? But the way they're doing these with the it sold out, it didn't sell out, it sold out, it didn't sell out. We all had to see that coming when Brian Mariotti came back in, because that was his whole scam from the word go. Was well, it kind of is. It kind of is.
No, I love provocative. And I love it.
I mean,
I'm not going for sponsorships. Clearly, neither are you, and I love it.
That's right. it really bumps into like the scam realm where you falsely built a sense of FOMO to get your high flippers to buy a bunch of them.
I do have one thing to point out on here that I'm not really kind of making a lot of sense. Mind you, I am a Marvel guy. I love Spider-Man. Probably my second favorite Marvel character. But what's not making any sense here is
he has no mouth. He has no mouth.
They just dropped what I see at least 10 pops from Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home came out a year and a half ago in 2021. And we're dropping an entire line of No Way Home Spider-Man pops, and it's selling out. I just don't get that. That actually makes no sense.
I think that they messed up when they brought it back on that quickly after it. I think before it was just speculation in the community. We speculated that this is what's happening. They say it sold out, but it didn't really sell out, and that you could have contributed to a bazillion different things. Right. I mean, you could have said that after it hit 10,000, maybe they had to make sure they had more than that. And then the next day after they counted, they realized they had 15,000. So they put it back up. Right. I mean, so there's a little bit of a gray area where you could say maybe they were selling so fast that they had to stop the sales to make sure they had that much inventory. But to put it back on 10 minutes later, you didn't have to check your sales. You didn't have to check your sales. You
but
messed up.
it's not like that Funko exclusive sticker really means as much anymore as it once used to. Because first of all, they're not selling out of Funko exclusive products other than this one maybe at the time, but it's not really meaning. It's not getting the value it once was to begin with.
No, well they made too many of them, but I wanted to take the elephant and bring it in the room with this one, and this is like the moments in life where I feel disappointed with Funko. I feel like maybe they've headed a direction that a lot of collectors aren't going to be able to go with them. Duck
Quick,
races. He says
quick
he likes
say
no
it's not
duck
duck races,
races
no.
on this one.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
He said,
notify me of duck races.
He said,
Yeah,
absolutely, there's one
sure. I mean,
coming.
because there's somebody out there. Everybody loves something. Somebody missed this.
Somebody missed this. Let's talk about your duck races. Let's talk about your duck races a little bit more in detail. So your duck races start off how much? $1? $2?
Typically, yeah, 1 to 5.
Yeah. 1 to 5. How many people normally participate in them?
Always 100. Yeah, it's 100. 100.
Always 100.
Oh, people?
Yeah.
Well, there's 100 ducks in the pond.
Yeah, so 100 people participate.
Generally, yeah, it's a raffle of 100 tickets. These digital ducks on the digital pond.
Right.
And depending on the PPG, the value.
Right.
Of the pop or whatever's being raced, spread out over those ducks, whatever I think is fair after shipping, or if I'm hosting it for somebody like a friend that wants to buy a grail and I need to move this, but my car at eBay is gonna or whatnot, all these charges. It kind of depends on the value of the pop.
So let's say this one, right? You put it on there at $1. 100 people get involved. You don't charge shipping. If you pick this pop up for $1,
I don't ship, period. So
right. So if
that's why it's so lucrative.
I mean, so you couldn't go wrong if you picked this pop up at $1. I mean,
well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but nobody's gonna go in on commons. It'll always be some sort of grail or limited or order confirmed. Right. So say Spidey sold out and really if that Spidey sold out for real that day, and I was a little cautious about it, but if it sold out and it was legit sold out, that's a premium pop. But also what did it cost me to New York? Taxes, shipping, $24 usually, single pop. Is that $1 duck race? Absolutely, right? Because what did it cost me? Somebody's gonna get that for probably less than the tax to get to them. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't lose. You can't lose at that point.
Well, no. I mean, the house never loses.
I'm talking about if you bought it.
The house loses is when these Spideys are just oh, anime's so hot. I'm just buying random comic pops that have no chance to chase. Who is this? We don't
know anime. I
just buying everything and hoping something sticks.
We respect the art of anime pops, but we have no idea who the hell they are.
So Fox, I think you should start hitting us up on Instagram before you buy those in fear of FOMO.
Well, you never know, right? So
I will
pop off. It's kind of hard to what? For example, who brought it up? Zach, somebody in the chat brought up the gas leak today, right? So there's premium designer toys out there. So for the price of 3 FOMO pops, today, if I bought 3 Spider-Man, I could have bought a gas leak. Gas has that whole Mr. Toys,
I've seen that one.
right? They're crushing it with limited piece. All of their stuff is limited piece, and so but that's such a huge high octane go for it, and it's a cult following because they're growing in exponentially. But where do you put your money now? Because things that used to fund my Mando and Silver Surfer comic collection, what do I do? Just go for everything.
Are you asking?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, it's rhetorical. What you just have to buy everything, right?
So
every
if
chop
it was
that
me,
drops.
do you want to know what I would do?
Bitcoin.
I'd go after the older pops. Is
oh,
what I
sure.
would. I would go after the older pops. I would make it a point to look for the older pops.
Oh well, there's no question. So these, it's not always order confirmed or chance at chase. So I purchased a graded Chase signed Funko, or I bought a metallic Joker from 2016. So like, yeah, if you invest in that, right, and then duck race it,
I would make it a point to go out to the older pops if it was me, especially like so just here recently I found one of the number 40 Captain America's. Chris, you're going to appreciate this. You can buy him out of the box for like $30. I mean, I know that's not that great because he's like six or 700 with the box in mint condition. You can then go and get one of those hard stacks that look like the box, because there's people out there now making the hard stacks that are exact identical replica. I'm going to do all of this, put that original Captain in there, and put him on my shelf. I know that he'll never be worth $700, but he'll look like he's worth $700.
Right. So no like paper box. But
no, because people took him out of the box back then, threw him away. It's very rare to find him still in the box.
Wow.
Right. Hey, real quick, I know we were talking earlier. Simon had picked 6 and 9 for that.
6 and 9 we're not right. Yeah, no, 6 and 9 were off. 6 and 9 are off. I looked at that one. We got to get a little higher in the numbers on those. 6 and 9 were a little off. But before we move on to the next one, did y'all see that recently? Because we were talking about the duck races recently in the sodas. You used to be able to get a chase for every 6-pack when you bought the sodas. Mm-hmm. That is not the case anymore. That is not the case anymore.
Well, when they first dropped, it wasn't like 1 in 36. Didn't
it was 1 out of every 6 cases. 1 out of every 6. So the case coming in case. Yeah. 1 out of every 6 in that case was a chase variant, because there's many channels that did the whole, like, you picked the they marked the numbers, you picked it, they sold them off, and then to see which one the chase variant was. I thought it was a super cool idea, but there's many channels that did that. Here recently they've been doing that, but there's no chase variants in the boxes no more. Funko made a statement that is basically something that was true. There's never been a guarantee that you were going to get a chase in that box. They never gave a guarantee that said if you buy a case, you get a chase.
Yeah, but everyone figured out their screw up on that.
Right, but that's no longer the case. So if you buy a case of sodas now, it's likely not going to have a soda in it. Or maybe it has 2 chases in it. You don't know anymore how many chase variants are going to be in it, if any at all. Just a heads up. Try and remember that next time. And I thought that when they made that statement, I thought, they're absolutely right. There's never been any kind of like guarantee. They didn't say if you buy this, you're gonna get that.
On average.
Right.
On average. Like a lottery ticket. Asterisk on average.
What's going on, Shoshana?
Wayne, I gotta tell you, I am loving this propaganda right now, because you are trying to take down Funko tonight.
What'd you say?
You're trying to take down Funko tonight, and I love it.
No, I'm never.
We've been blacklisted from Funko for some time now, and we've come to accept this.
For me, I'm the perfect guest.
So I'm never trying to take down Funko. I'm just being honest. I think that all too often that we sit in this community and we try and like blow smoke up each other's ass. Like, if you do this, you're going to make $1,000. Well, don't listen to them, because it's likely not going to happen. And most of the time, companies don't have your best interest at heart. I mean, we used to know that Funko was really looking out for us. And when Funko went public, I would say it all started to end when Funko went public. When Funko became a public company is when Funko really changed who they were as a company. When they went public is when you can see the biggest change in their quality. You can see the biggest change in their customer service. You've seen the biggest, like right now, I hear that people can't even get them to reply to customer service. It used to be if you called Funko up and said, because I've done this, I said, hey, you didn't send me the right poster. They said, oh, keep that one. We'll send you another one. No questions asked. That's no longer the case, which would have been somewhere around 2019, early 2020.
I got to tell you, you know what I miss the most about the customer service and the human or like the nuances, right? Like when I order something, eBay, Mercari, it's little things. A note from the seller, like, don't tell me have a nice day, but just like, throw in something. Do you remember like I guess I call them COVID stickers. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The stickers?
Yes.
that like I would search. I would open the flap of the box because
Yep.
I bought everything. Then.
You'd open the whole box.
Yeah, where is it? Yes. Those.
Yes.
And like the one of the DC ones, I'm like, where's my sticker? Like,
that was
a
a nice little touch. I will give them that.
Dragon Lover, good to
human,
see you. Chase,
a
give us
human
a number.
element because somebody had to do that. Now you're lucky if you get one bubble, like a fart bubble wrap, like just one little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you squeeze out quietly in the movie theater, one little bubble of a bubble wrap. Period.
Yeah,
so
the sticker. The
literally
sticker's
sending you.
The Sure Shannon Show. How are you doing?
Hey, I do have to give this out to my boy Chase. Appreciate it. Super chat. Give us 2 numbers.
Damn!
Didn't know the creator of. Oh yeah, no, I knew that the creator of Funko sold. I don't think that was really worth.
Be right back. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't think that that's where it started to take a crazy turn. I think it was when Funko went public.
Well, when you go public, you
Craziest
got to think about a company in a different way, because you're not just the mom and pop company anymore. You're the, you have stockholders and that you have to answer to, and you got a lot of other things in there. So, I think when you become a public, company, it's much different level.
No. So in the combination, no.
3628, did it get either one?
No. So that is true. When you go public, they're looking out for their stockholders, but I don't think that means you have to change the company. And for some reason, Funko did. They changed they should have changed their mission statement. They should have changed everything that day and said that the only thing that we're concerned about is how many pops can we make and how are we going to deceive people to do it, or are we not going to deceive people to do it? And I think that's where my biggest grievance comes with Funko is I feel now, I don't know, because remember they like to sick attorneys on people. I feel like they quit caring about the collectible and more about the dollar.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what happened with Funko, because I think that there's a lot of people at Funko that really care about the collectibles, and then there's a lot of people who don't. And I feel like the people who don't are maybe outnumbering the people that do.
I know, was it until I mentioned Collectibles says Funko actually helped them with a package that got returned to them and got it shipped back to me. I mean, you're gonna have
great customer service. They always used to.
I love that you hear things like this.
Yeah.
But the good things compared to the bad things are far less than the bad things. I'm sorry, but it is.
Funko was always known for having great customer service, so I'm glad that he said that, because that was the one thing that you could always guarantee with Funko. I've just heard some stories that are like floating around here recently that are not on that same level. Like some people say that they've sent them emails and they're not getting any response, and I mean that just could be the amount of emails they're getting. So I don't know. It's everybody has to remember that even though I talk about the negative side of Funko, I love collecting Funko Pops. You can see behind me there's a god awful amount of them. I have probably 2,000 in this room, so don't think for one second that I don't want to see Funko survive, because I love collecting them as much as everyone else. I just would like to see them do better. They need to do better. This pop right here,
if they absolutely collapse, do you realize that they stop production? And
I think that hurt our collections.
No, what?
Yeah, I think that would hurt them.
I think. Well, I mean,
at first, I think it would. Over time, I don't think.
If Michael Jordan played forever, every year's cards would not be worth much. The fact that there's a limit, a finite amount.
So is it 17 and 38?
He's fairly close in both of those numbers, but no, that's not.
Oh, I didn't realize you actually know the numbers.
Yeah, I have them like on the bottom of the safe. You said I didn't know you knew.
I didn't know you know. I mean, like I thought you were gonna spin it and try it, and then 6 and 9 can't be right.
No.
So the chat is looking. Super chats are going for two digit numbers between, or like 2 numbers between 0 and 40.
0 to 40, yes. Two digit numbers, 0 to 40.
So there's 2. So it's what, 10 to 40?
No, 1 to 40.
Oh, it's like
so it'd be if it's a 1, it'd be 0-1.
Got it.
Right.
Has anybody guessed 1? Period. Like
no, I don't think so. But don't guess 1. That's a horrible idea.
No, not like. Has anybody hit 1 number out of 2?
They actually hit it. So I still got to mail this off. Johnny Funko or Diss Tracker caught this one last week. This was
he gets everything. He gets everything.
So that was Johnny Funko last week, or Diss Trackers.
So are you in
Hey,
a grand?
hold
Are you
on.
in a grand?
Stop.
Yeah, actually,
This is you can help me out with this, Fox. You can help me out with this. So
what? That is in fact Johnny Funko's kitchen black
is what
backsplash in the
Diss
dark
Tracker,
room?
Diss Tracker.
Yeah, Johnny Diss Tracker. Yeah, that's his kitchen. I've seen it. That's his backlist. That's his marble and the kitchen. Yeah, it's clear as day. You know what I love about this though, because people hate it, like, oh, you know, YouTubers get loaded mystery boxes and Diss Trackers gets everything. Well, I would hope so. I would hope, I would hope so, because I think everybody uses his page for free. Like, he should be getting all the chases. The fact that there's no chase in that Darkwing Duck, I think he's just like humanizing himself, right, Johnny? Also, you know, it's like nice cover. Like, I live in Canada. And
so check this out.
Check this out.
Wait, Wayne, wasn't it Fox that you first got the idea of this?
Check this out. So I get on Johnny Funko with friends. I'm gonna be there on the 28th. By the way, 28th of no, hold on. I gotta find my map here. Well, I'm gonna have to find it. It's somewhere coming up here soon. I'm gonna be on there. So I get on there, and him and Tristan are having an interview, and they're doing their thing, and you come on, and you made a comment, and you said, I never thought I would see Diss Tracker and Tristan in the same room. Is Johnny Funko Diss Tracker?
Yeah, obviously.
Did you say what?
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Now we did have him on the channel 2 weeks ago, and he would never say absolutely for anything that he wasn't. So we still
it's top ops for sure. Come on, guys. Come on.
He said it's top ops.
Now we're saying that Diss Tracker's top off.
Come on. Here's how you know. Okay, so like you have your. This is definitely tinfoil, right? This is my tinfoil
Here's Illuminati, right? Still with his moose knuckle.
Moose knuckle 5.
Moose knuckle. But here's where you can make a great before they delete the comments, right? Johnny, you wish it was you. So do I. I wish it was me. But I will tell you that if you look at the responses, right? I don't think that Tristan or the handler, which I think used to be his brother, if you look at the responses on YouTube comments and Instagram comments, if you just look at the verbiage, like, I don't know how they catch the Unabomber, right? Linguistics, comparative linguistics. If you look at how they respond, right? I'm telling you, watch the verbiage. Check it out.
He said, "Check it out."
Yeah, I mean,
Fox,
it's clear.
Fox went a little deeper than I did with it.
It's clear as day. It's
the only reason
I mean, we're both calling out Canadians. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's
I'm still saying it's Johnny.
Correlation.
I'm still saying it's Johnny only on the fact that, first of all, I've been trying to get Tristan to respond to an email, message, anything of some sort to get him on the show for years now, and he doesn't. He won't respond to nothing. Yeah. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Funko and Friends gets Tristan on, so he's got to have some sort of leverage. So it means if Johnny's Diss Tracker, then Tristan knows it, or Tristan's Diss Tracker. Johnny
I'm not disputing that. Actually, they're all the same, like all three.
Could be.
It's kind of like, what was that movie where it's like it appears to the usual suspects. Kevin Spacey is Kaiser Soze, and then like once it's like revealed, you're like, oh my god, what? It's like that. It's just like that.
All right,
so
I'll buy that.
They could all be working together here.
This tracker's
yeah, sure. I mean, I would say that Johnny Funko is probably at minimum Diss Tracker's reshipper, aka Tristan.
So are we going to see this one coming up into a death race soon?
Not the common, that's for sure.
Hey, I take the comment. I'm good. Chase hit me up with this and told me when it was going online, and right now because I had the option because I only budget myself for so much a week for stuff like this. Unfortunately, I had to put my pre-order down for my Waltz train, But I do like this. I just wasn't able to. I don't even. Is it still for sale on eBay?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't go on
it's
eBay.
Another one that stayed up, and then how that shifted. That's crazy how that shifted. I think what they should be doing is everything has a chase because they get lazy with chases. So just do it anyway. Just put the sticker on it. Honestly, everything has a chase, right?
He said,
Why not?
Just throw the sticker. This is what they.
do with
You're onto something. They should take one and just not paint it, and throw a chase sticker on. They should do these like they do the die cast. Just don't paint it. Just put no paint on it.
Right.
Glue it together. Put a chase
How
sticker on.
did they convince us that actual diecast without effort is the chase, but the colorful one, like, how did they? Man, they're good. And what they've done with these NFTs, where they're now everything's made to order, they are absolutely controlling.
Yeah,
everything.
I won't. I
like
don't get
that.
into the NFTs.
Yeah, you'll.
I don't get into those.
You'll never get this.
Mitch, I do agree with you on Instagram, but I've hit up his business line on email. I've found other contacts for him, but he still refuses.
We're on the
to.
blacklist.
Have you subbed to his OnlyFans? That's
we're on his
how
blacklist.
I got.
Does he have an OnlyFans? He has an OnlyFans?
Yeah, well, in Canada, it's like onlyfans.ca, but yeah,
Do we just go there?
Yeah, why not?
I honestly think you just broke Wayne. He dropped off. You just broke Wayne right now.
Dick trackers.
Yeah. Wayne's in the background, completely broken at the moment. So yeah.
Oh,
I told you broke him.
Oh wow. See, and look, Simon says.
Apparently, I don't eat moose.
Simon says, "There's your moose knuckles."
He said you're gonna OnlyFans.
Apparently, Simon and I believe Simon on this because Simon and Johnny Funko are like this. Apparently, Johnny has OnlyFans.
Well, there you go. There's a correlation.
Wait, also, is that OnlyFans.ca?
Yeah. Like less taxes, health insurance if the adult toys get lost. It's a whole thing. But I will tell you that. I mean,
wow.
What do you think Top Pops is about? What's the top part? What's that about?
You know what? I never thought about it until probably right now.
There's like to every top there's a bottom. There's a whole market for this. We're talking about.
He said he got an OnlyFans.
Wow.
He said you gotta subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Hey, totally Mitchin Collectibles says feet pics sell well in Canada.
Yeah, listen, it's not just for House of Dragons.
Oh my.
All right, so we know this one's not going to be at a duck race coming up anytime soon.
I think our chances of ever getting Top Pops on after this conversation
a lot less every moment
is a lot less of ever a chance.
Yourself. Come defend your honor.
Hey, anytime, hit me up. I will send you the thing. You're always welcome, but he won't respond to me, unfortunately.
So
bottom pops.
Chase says bottom pops coming soon.
So I got a friend that lives
but he really
near.
is the OG though. Like honestly, if there was a human mascot for Funko that I can think of right away, it's him.
It's Tristan for sure.
And there's never been, and he's made all the right moves, and
for sure,
supremely jealous.
For sure, he's made the right moves. He's
Mostly
been in it the longest too, though.
Yeah.
Johnny Funko OnlyFans is called
Long Johnny.
Moose Knuckle Long Johnny. Moose Knuckle 5.
All
right. Did y'all see the black light Bigfoot that recently hit Funko HQ?
No, because I didn't want to see Bigfoot to begin with.
What? Are you kidding with me?
No,
I actually have the last one of these they made. That was not the black light version, which is normally red. But anyways, this thing is really cool.
I don't know.
Very fancy.
Very fancy.
It looks like the Yeti one they put out recent, like a year ago.
It is. It's the exact same one that they put out, except it's a
Is
black
it?
light. I have this one sitting here somewhere, but this is the black light
But this
version.
is a
of that.
Bigfoot, and you had a Yeti. Those are two different, unrealistic characters.
What do you mean unrealistic?
The Yeti and the Bigfoot are two different things.
Are you telling me that they are real, sir?
They are 100% real.
To most people, no.
To most people.
I just feel like this is the Dwight Schrute of myth legends.
The Bigfoot.
There's so many biggies.
No.
How many? No.
No.
Oh, okay. So are you saying that Bigfoot is to Yeti? Right. SAT question. SAT folks. Bigfoot is to Yeti as Johnny Funko is to Distrackers as two top ups.
Connected, but slightly different.
And
Bigfoot and Yeti are the same.
No, they're not.
They're just from different parts of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on where you're at. If you go further up north, they call it a Yeti. If you're down in the United States where we do everything,
the United States calls it the Bigfoot. And it's found in the Appalachian Mountains, and the Yetis in the Himalayas.
Same thing. Both of them are mythical creatures that don't exist. I mean, same concept both ways. Neither one of them exists.
But too many biggies.
Too many biggies.
I do like the box though.
I'm into these, and when these first dropped, everybody yesterday was posting, "It didn't sell out. It didn't sell out. It didn't sell out. How could it have not sold out?" Well, I have a friend that lives fairly close to these who hooks me up with these, and I sent him a picture yesterday and said, "Can you get your hands on this for me?" He said, "Sure." And then today he shoots me a message and says that they sold out.
Wait, where was this being sold at?
This is at their Funko HQ, which would be Washington, Seattle. I mean, Seattle, Washington. I said that backwards for whatever reason. So this one would have been there. It did sell out. I think that we're now putting fake news out on our own, which is kind of weird that we're putting fake news out on our own, but we are.
Hey, don't forget to hashtag Johnny Funko is Distracker.
Hashtag Johnny Funko is Distracker, 100%. We're going to prove it before it's over with. Fox, do you watch CoffeeZilla?
CoffeeZilla? No.
Yeah, you don't watch CoffeeZilla?
No, should I?
How could you not watch CoffeeZilla?
I feel I'm prepared right now.
So CoffeeZilla does investigations on people on the internet, right? He investigates different YouTube personalities. I don't want to say YouTubers because I believe that they're content creators, not YouTubers. But he does like this whole like investigation on them when they do things that aren't like maybe they're kind of shady, kind of like Funko does a lot.
Oh man, is this an intervention?
No. So CoffeeZilla does these like investigations. My investigation's going on this year on who Distracker is, and I'm going to prove that it's Johnny Funko. I've looked at the hands.
I do think there's something what Fox is saying. I do think that there's like a combination of them. There's Top Pops, there's Johnny Funko, and there could be Simon in there. I don't know.
It could be Simon, Top Pops, or Johnny Funko.
I think the only way to
or
really...
Fox Crown.
We
thrown another fourth in.
I have to show you guys.
Races if I had the Distracker 401, that page has more than I can imagine in a week.
Hold on, I have to show you guys.
Is that just my play?
That just happened. That this is creepy as hell. I just brought up Distracker's Twitter page, right?
Oh, no.
But there's a key to this that's quite interesting. Check this out.
What's he got?
Wait,
if you notice,
this
is Distracker's page. But if you notice right over here, and you might like Funko OnlyFans.
See, you think I'm crazy?
What did he put up there? Funko OnlyFans.
I'm just saying. What in the hell?
So
that might just be a case of like, like, do you ever get?
It's listening to me.
You ever get in trouble for like internet searches or something?
No.
Like
I can't say that I have.
No. Do you ever search something on like, I don't know, like a shared TV screen where like you're sharing the screen, right? And you're toggling and like it's predictive text, right? Like so
Yeah.
based on previous searches or common sense. To me that whole OnlyFans thing, like, did you mean diss trackers or like dick trackers? Like, I don't know. Have you guys never? No, come on. This has had to have happened.
It just means that of course we're in a live and it's listening to us.
I was with a family member, right, recently, and I was.
I can say it with straight face.
No, I cannot. I'm not blushing. I'm embarrassed, and that's just like think of how it was then. I remember seeing a video about like a bear, right? Going through a honeycomb, right? Like grabbing a beer, like a legit YouTube video, right? And trying to search that in the toolbar, the search bar, my keywords pulled up something else that I'm not ashamed of, but like that was private. So it pulled up like instantly when I put bear goes through honeycomb. When I tell you the video questionable that I enjoyed, but like
that's some serious shit. You lucky you my boy.
Well, yeah, I need to smoke one for that because it pulled up a bear, right, with someone named Honey, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So like sometimes Google abandons you in your moment of need.
Simon,
so
truly appreciate you.
Damn!
Throw us some numbers over there.
Simon, throw us some numbers.
Throw us some numbers up there real quick.
Simon's been trying for 2 weeks to get into that safe.
Throw us some numbers up there real quick. Johnny, Diss Tracker beat him last time. I'm going to tell you what, Diss Tracker should start throwing us some hints. We know that he had to be listening enough to.
You know what we need. And Simon's close to him. Simon, we need a picture of his kitchen.
You're gonna have to start throwing us some hints over on like the Diss Tracker page. Like start giving us some like this is my YouTube page, like beginning letter on my name of my YouTube
face reveal.
Yes.
We need a picture of his kitchen because this is in a lot of the different photos, and I'm pretty sure that says that Johnny Funko.
That looks a lot like, I'm telling you, Johnny Funko's kitchen. That looks. I'm telling you, I looked at the hands. I looked at the hands.
Like Canadian craftsmanship.
That does look like Canadian craftsmanship.
I will tell you that nobody. It does.
Yeah, that's.
Look at the angles. I can tell you that there are no Latinos outside of Home Depot participated in that backsplash. I promise you that. And I would tell you, I can say that as a New Yorker.
It's the angles.
It's true.
It's all the angles for the Canadians.
No,
we're gonna need a picture.
Well, we're gonna need a picture on glass.
We need a picture of Johnny's kitchen. Oh, Chase is throwing it up there.
Damn!
Chase, those numbers are not it. They're not it. For some reason, we're having a tough time hitting one of them. Last time, once we hit one of them last week, the other one came really fast.
Is somebody writing this down today?
I'm looking at my number every time. That way, I'm
verifying.
Not
you. I mean the chat, because I feel like there's
at some
point.
Exactly.
At some point.
Well, last time, once they got the first number, the second number came really fast. It was once we caught the first number or the second number, any of the numbers.
Does this tracker have tattoos?
What do you? I don't know.
Well, if he did, I bet you he got the chase. Okay. Everybody knows that.
I've never seen the hand.
The hands is just like Johnny Funko. The hands, you're going to look at the hands, you're going to be like, yep, that's Johnny Funko.
Wait, so does Johnny Funko has a significant other that usually goes live with him?
She does. Yeah, she was on.
Yes.
What's her name?
D.
Diss Tracker.
Diss. What? Come on, case closed.
I didn't even.
Totally, Mitchin. We truly appreciate you. Those numbers are not it either. Y'all are hitting all around them.
Wait, hold on. Not throwing out the number.
Can you really guess the? So even $1 super chat?
Yeah.
Anything.
Oh my
God.
You
put $1.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Yeah, it's just for fun. So the first look, I'm gonna give y'all some hints, right? So
like it's for profit.
The first one is going to be lower than 19, and the second one is going to be higher than 33.
So Simon says 16 and 33.
That is not no. We're still off. Right?
No, you guys need to go into the double digits that are actually safe.
Damn!
These.
First number, he's like
So-
so quick to like, no.
Chris,
no,
have you
no,
seen
no.
these?
I did see them the other day, and I do. And you know me with the Disney stuff. I really, really like it. Of course, those are the original. Those are the original movie posters for those movies, which was pretty cool. Speaking of
That honestly, that
100
looks like Johnny Funko's background again.
is that still Johnny Funko's? I do have I did get a new 100th anniversary pop in that is pretty awesome, I think, and I haven't even taken her out of the box yet. It's the Facet. Whoa, it's the Facet Mini, which is kind of
That's
cool.
hot.
She's actually kind of see
That's
through.
how they. That should.
Take that out of the box. I want to know what that looks like out of the
Take
box
it
though,
off.
because
I'm taking her out
that's been like my whole thing with that one. So how does it look out of the box?
She does come with a stand.
One night or forever? Did you get two? I see another one.
I actually do have a second one coming.
Nice. That's
So
what she
that
said.
looks, that looks really cool.
That's
you know
how
what
they
this
should
reminds me
have
of
done the
though?
diamonds from the start. They should have
So-
been glitter, and that's a diamond pop.
Yeah,
So-
I do like this
It's
one a lot.
gorgeous.
Do y'all remember the butthole stallion that they made?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That's what that pop reminds me of. Is the butthole
Yeah.
stallion
Yeah.
with the way that it's made? Super cool. I bought two of those
even
pops
the
and then
back's
later sold them.
got the pattern and everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
love
a pretty
that pop.
awesome pop.
Good looking pop. Good looking.
What do we
pop.
got? We got another one.
So you're getting closer, but you still got to go lower on that first number and higher on that
Now
second
remember, guys, if for some reason this number does not get picked today, that just stays in the box, and we
I'm gonna add to it next week.
add
So
to
even
it next week.
even if you don't get it this week, it's going to stay in the box, and the next week we're going to add something else to it, and it's just going to keep getting bigger. But I have a feeling that y'all will get it before the night's over with.
And I am going to throw in a soda pop or soda for next week.
Next week,
in the what's currently in the safe?
it is the Stan Lee. So I recently just got these from Big Apple Collectible, which is kind of crazy that it took them that long to make it to me. But I ordered like 2 or 3 of each one, and every one of them were common. Surprise, surprise. It took that long to get to me. They're all commons, but that's okay because I'll just give them back to the community. So
You know,
it's
it's
going.
wild that this hasn't. Even with comics, sometimes it's weird. All the Stanley stuff should be through the roof. Signed
Yes,
or
it
not.
should.
It's kind of weird.
It
Weird how
definitely
things
should be.
work.
It's kind of funny that they are
But
not,
it's not
but they
just like
should be.
Funko specific. It's baffling.
Chase, I did go by my PO box today, but realized I forgot the key hanging on my keychain, so I couldn't get the PO box. I'll try tomorrow.
So you've seen these. What do you think?
I like them, but I mean, here's the thing: is just like the other ones that
Yes.
came out, the Sleeping Beauty one.
Yes.
I mean, the Snow White one. The price point just sucks on them. I mean, $60 for that. I mean, none of the other ones like that were that much.
Is this the big ones though?
Well, Snow White to me was a big one because that was the very first movie that Walt put out.
But is this the posters? Is what I'm saying. Is this the posters?
These are the original posters, yeah.
I mean, so is it the big posters though? I haven't really looked at the.
That
posters.
I don't know. I don't know if it's it. I mean, I doubt
This
it.
is the
I
posters,
guarantee
yeah.
it's going to be similar to the VHS covers or the comic book side.
This is going to be like the Jurassic Park where they did the big posters. That's what we're looking at on this. So this is the bigger one. $60 seems expensive. I'm not going to lie to you, but when you see the
Why
size
does
of
that
them,
happen?
I mean, I kind of understand like why they did it in the size of them because they're really cool. They're expensive. That Dumbo though, I think is going to be the one to get your hands on.
Well, I like it. Of course, it's Dumbo. You got Timothy Mouth.
And you're getting multiple
Owen. Come on,
pops,
brother.
right? Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of multiple pops. It's like Dumbo and
It's a
something
moment.
else.
Well,
It-
on the Dumbo one, of course, you get Timothy Mouse with him, and then on Cinderella, you get Jacques, which is another mouse.
So do we think anyone's really collecting these? What would you do with these if you had this? You couldn't put it on the
I
shelf.
put them up on the wall over here.
It's god awful massive. You couldn't put it on the shelf. It would have to go on a wall somewhere. Ooh, Fox, Zach, you're probably the closest I have seen yet. The closest I have seen yet, but not quite there.
So that. So yeah. Also, all you guys are saying that these are big boxes and they're massive. I have not seen one physically yet, so I don't know. It's what do you say? It's 6.
It's definitely not 6 and 4, but so
no, well, that's the size for the pop,
right?
The pops themselves.
So these things are kind of strange, though. They're big and they're really cool. And if you've seen one in person, I've seen the Jurassic Park one in person. It was really cool. I wish I would have got it for 35. I would buy these at 35 all day long. Day long.
And they used to be 35 like this.
Yes. Yes.
Here.
Yeah. At 35, I would have bought them all day long. No problem whatsoever. I would go get them. At 69, 59, it's too much. I might as well start collecting sideshows at this point. I mean, and look, that's honestly how I feel. I feel like if I'm going to go that high, I'm just going to start collecting sideshows. There's some really cool jokers out there that I'd love to have before I spend.
Like what sideshow? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the sideshow statues.
Wow.
Like the really big sideshow. There's some really cool ones I would pay that for before I started paying that kind of money for them. Chase, how about throw us 2 numbers over there?
Candyman, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by.
Candyman, it's good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house.
Oh, that's interesting, Mitch. Dorothy is on the Wizard of Oz one. Dorothy is 6-inch and Toto is 4-inch. Wow, I didn't realize that. I mean, and you can still get the Snow White. You can still get the Snow White on Funko.
Lower on the first number, higher on the second.
What is this Snow White? What are we saying? Cinderella?
No, Snow White was the first one that came out. It was this one.
Oh my god! Oh man, they are.
What'd you do?
That was the first one.
Such a scam. They're taking all Disney fans are going through it right now.
Oh, but I guess we knew that was going to happen, right?
The item is going to be $300 after shipping.
Well, the thing is, because these are off the Disney 100. Of course, you know Disney is celebrating their 100 years as the Walt Disney Company this year, so they're going all the way back into the early ages of Disney. So that's why these ones are starting to come out. Now, the one that I think
it better have like Walt's hair, something in there.
Yeah.
Because you can tell. Listen, I'm going to celebrate my 40th very soon, right? In like 10 years. But I will tell you that what makes it special? Not new shit.
Wait, did they just guess the same number?
They did, and one of those numbers is correct. The second number is not.
They're sharing a soda.
So the 13 is on point. Y'all found the 13. The second number is not correct.
And for me,
one person gets the actual safe. Congratulations.
for me being a Disney fan, this is. I mean, these are everything for me. Sure. You know, and but like I said, I really like them, and I was trying to go after a lot of the 50th anniversary stuff for Walt Disney World. So I mean, I like the platinum, even the boxes. Like I said, even on these, the boxes are super cool. They're clean. They're shiny. This is, of course, platinum, and the 50th was all gold. So, I mean, they're good. But if I got to get something that I actually have to have, it's anything with Walt. I've got every Walt pop so far. And, of course, I've got the next one pre-ordered. But I like these. They're just, if they're that big, that I don't know.
Yeah,
God, I almost want. Check this out. Zach and Mitch, y'all give me 2. Give me one more number.
Yeah, because that was.
Yeah, give me one more number higher than 40. Higher than 40, lower than 50.
Both Zach and Mitch?
Yes, both of y'all. Give me one more number. Higher than 40, lower than 50. And let's see if one of y'all can hit that. I'm 100% down with the Disney posters. I'm not down with the price that's in the Disney posters.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
The price of the Disney posters at this moment to me are, Mitch, you are right on it. Congratulations, Mitch. You found it. It is 13 and 43. Don't know if
oh yeah, you can see it.
So it's 13 and 43. Congratulations, Mitch. We truly appreciate y'all. If
Now,
you
at this point, do you ever think we're going to be able to stack these from show to show?
I don't know. I mean, if we don't, we don't. I mean, it's just fun to do it. And I figure if you're gonna hit a super chat, we might as well like throw something in while you're doing it. If you'll go over to my Instagram and give me your address, I will get this guy in the mail to you in the next 3 or 4 days whenever I make it to the post office. To be honest with you, I don't make it to the post office that often. It's probably once every couple of weeks, but I'm going to try and make it this week because I got this one to get out and I got to get Diss Tracker or Funko Johnny, whatever you want to call him, his has to go out as well. We truly appreciate you guys. Truly appreciate you guys.
Somebody won.
Yes, Mitch took this one home. So
totally Mitchin Collectibles.
And then give me an address over there so I can get this guy out to you. We truly appreciate
we do thank y'all for
participated in this. After this video is over with, I'm going to throw y'all a special thanks in the comments. So if anybody wants to go check out their channels or just go check them out in general, I will throw them into the comments as well. So make sure you get over there and check that out. We truly appreciate you guys. Fox, we truly appreciate you coming on here with us today too, brother. So what is your next?
Are we breaking up?
No. What is your next duck race going to be? Do you know? Do we know? Can you tell us?
I don't know. No. Yeah,
you can't tell us what?
I can't. So like the Darkwing, that chase. I mean, the comment is just I guess the diss trackers fucking thing.
It's just diss trackers.
Yeah, I mean, like it's weird. He's got to play the anyway. That Darkwing sometimes hits are. I would expect when the Mandalorian sodas finally drop in 5 years, or whenever, that people that hit those and I'm not around, hook me up. So whether it's anime or whatever, like certain things pop up, like the Darkwing chase, or I don't know, certain drops. Those actually go to people that I know need them in their lives more than I need a duck race, and I need all the duck races I can get. But I will tell you that stay tuned. Because
so check this out. I don't. Go ahead.
Do you want to duck race the safe content? We can do that. What's in the safe? Duck race.
What's in the safe? I like what's in the safe. So check this out. I don't know if anybody has caught this, but today is going to be the last day that you can go over to Funko, spend $65 and get a free gift. I don't know what that free gift is they're sending you if you're spending $65. I haven't seen any leaks.
Haven't they? Really?
Yeah, I have not.
Haven't
have
they
you?
narrowed it down to 3 things? It's 3 things.
It's 3 things? What is it?
It's an anime pop, right?
Okay.
Help me out, chat. It's an anime pop, which I don't know, but there's one that didn't sell out, right? I FOMO'd on it. The guy with the sword. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Freddy, but not what you think. Hold on. I've seen this. No?
I don't know.
It's on the same. Come on. Pull up Johnny Funko's page. I will.
I put up Johnny Funko's page.
Diss trackers, whatever, same thing.
Diss trackers? I got diss trackers up here.
I pulled up Johnny Funko's page.
There's it's literally, it's 3 things. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like warrior pop with a sword. It's a Freddy Funko like ornament. An ornament.
Ornament.
No, the ornaments are weak.
Well, I mean, in February, yeah. And it's one of them. There's hold on. It's really your choices on checkout are 3 things.
So they give you a choice in checkout?
Well, what qualifies as a free gift, right?
Good deal.
Real quick, looks like Candyman said he pulled the perfect pull on the Darkwing Duck.
That is awesome. My chase luck here lately has just been
1 for 1
garbage.
or 2 for 2?
That's awesome.
How perfect is that?
Well, I think if it's perfect pull, it had to have been 1 for 1.
Yeah, so
is it? No, 2 for 2 is like extra perfect.
Oh, is that perfect pull? Is it basically getting 2 and getting 1 of each? I think that's a perfect pull.
1 of each?
Perfect pull.
What? Oh, like
the comment and the chase.
mean, if you're
I mean, technically now you got both.
He must be a collector.
Yeah, so that's even weird. Why did they do that? If you're gonna give me a gift, I kind of want it to be a surprise. I kind of want to just it end up at my doorstep. Surprise! Here's the Funko Pop we couldn't get rid of. You know, I don't want them to give that. That's just weird.
Surprise.
That's weird. I didn't know that. But anyways, today's the last day to get involved in that. If that's something that you want to do, go check that out. I got something else in case. Do y'all get into the Target cons at all? Is this something that y'all like get into?
I am this year because I want that black and white Donald Duck.
So Target Con is going to be the 19th of this month.
Really?
They got a fancy spider.
So the Target Con is going to be the 19th of this month. If that's something that you get into, y'all know me. I'm not a huge fan of Target. I might try and venture over to Target though, because if they really do have that Maleficent in the Target Con, I kind of want it.
That Spider-Man comic is pretty awesome though.
I don't necessarily think that it's going to be in there though, but we will have to wait and see.
Isn't there also a Poppin' Tee Spider-Man, like a diamond?
There is a Poppin' Tee, but I don't get into those either.
I have one that I've never opened.
I hate T-shirts.
Yes, the diamond, Chase. The diamond. Well, I got out of the T-shirts. And let me tell you why I like to wear my clothes, and Funko's T-shirts are so hit and miss. So sometimes you get a T-shirt from Funko that's super comfortable. I'm a texture person. A big, like, if my socks have to fit the right way, if they don't line up with my toes and they don't stay lined up with my toes, I can't wear them. So I'm one of those like texture sensory people. My shirts have to feel a certain way. Sometimes Funko shirts are great. Sometimes they're like wearing a burlap sack is the best way that I can explain it. I don't buy those shirts because of that.
So many keywords right now.
Yeah, that's just
so many subs. Toes, sack, burlap.
You're so messed up.
Bear.
You're
No,
not right.
it's not the keywords.
You're
Hashtags,
not,
baby.
You're not right. You're not right. Just not
Who
right.
doesn't like a burlap sack besides a bear?
Sounds
Honeycomb.
Good point.
So I can't.
Are these the only three items on? I can't even do three. Anyway, are these the only three items on Target Con? Or
No, it's not the only three, but those are the ones that were on Disc Tracker that I could like just quickly pull up. So we have
I need the Donald Duck for the 100th anniversary. I need.
We have the Donald Duck that's supposed to be there. They have him on that strange like puck stand, whatever they have him on there. The Spider-Man comic.
That is a pretty cool. That's a 300 comic. That's a legendary comic book.
Is that kind of like Action Comics 1?
It's not as rare. I mean, you can find the 300th anniversary. If you're going to say there's the Spider-Man comic that's very rare, is the 9/11 issue that they had released. There was a special 9/11 issue that they had released back in 2001. That one's very rare, but 300th, you can still get them in your comic book stores, but you're going to pay money for them. I mean, I'm not giving a dollar price, but I think I've seen them in comic book stores for, up to 500 for that thing. But JB would be the guy to ask for that one.
Something else that we haven't really talked about a lot, like here recently.
Well, that one is that comic book is more about Venom. That's the first appearance of Venom. It's also Todd McFarlane.
Fox, are you into comics?
Yeah, I dabble. Yeah.
Oh, you don't tell the truth. That's the first time I've ever heard you say something about him.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know.
Well, listen, I've been talking about duck races. You never want to talk to me about that. Yeah. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about a cool comic?
So yes. So tell me about that 300. What's cool about it?
That's the official first appearance. I mean, the industry standard first appearance of Venom. So that's huge in a Spider-Man comic. So that is not like Superman first, right? Because Spider-Man came out Amazing Fantasy 40 years before that. 40 years before that. But I mean, that is, if you're a Venom fan, that's the book you need. But it's questionable because it's subjective. Like, what's the first true appearance of Venom?
Yeah, because Venom has technically been considered to be in other ones, but not very first.
Well, like the way that it works, Wayne, in like comics, is first full appearance, first cameo, first like, oh, his hand was in there. I see Venom's hand. Is that really? No, it's true. I mean, when I tell you how, even McFarlane was like, that 300 is not the first appearance of Venom. He says the next one is, right? So it's all I do have to show you this though. I have a pickup, comic book wise.
Yeah, but there was also, but it was which one is that?
So this is actually topical for a movie. It's really not worth much, right? So, but well, depends. This is Hulk 156, 1972, right? But what's funny about this
Oh,
one?
the
Look at you,
Thunderbolts comic.
Spider-Mans. Look at you. Comic book off. But this one, so like Bill Murray, right? Who was almost like kicked out of this Ant-Man Quantumania movie, has been like a big fan of a kind of one-off character that only showed up like I think twice in books ever. But he used to like dress up as this character for Halloween. Thunderbolts, there you go, Thundercats. And so like his that book is trending because Bill Murray's favorite character in all of Marvel, and now he's going to be in a Marvel movie, playing him like in 2 weeks. Was in this book and only this book, like just in and out, done. It's crazy. The comic book market is wild, wild.
Well, first appearance is always big. I mean, remember that you can still the first appearance of Carnage was always big. Sure. One of the iconic ones I would love to get my hands on is the first appearance of the Punisher. That's a good comic cover, nonetheless. So there's a lot of really good first appearances out there.
There's a first appearance for everybody.
So I just about had all of the Thunderbolts before the Great Flood of 2020 happened.
It was so good though.
And when the Great Flood of 2020 happened, I no longer have all of the Thunderbolts.
Oh, so you took advantage of the flood?
The flood was my basement.
Shit! An actual flood. I thought.
It's like shit.
Was it? Did I miss the flood?
You missed the flood of 2020. The Great Flood of 2020.
Dang. Man.
So I had just about gotten all of them together because I thought that when Marvel was making their next turn was going to be Thunderbolts. I thought that was the only obvious answer coming into the Avengers, that they eventually had to go into the Thunderbolts. So I was gobbling every one of those up that I could. They went
purely speculation investment.
Basically, that, and I was reading them at the same time. I mean, so I was reading them and gathering them as much as I could until the Great Flood of 2020, and then Marvel decided they wanted to crush my heart and tell everyone that they were going Thunderbolts, but they took some crazy, different, stupid direction that makes no sense whatsoever, 0 sense whatsoever.
No, there's sense that's made into it. You just don't want to agree with it.
I'm still never going to agree with it. The Thunderbolts are so badass. Why would you change who the Thunderbolts are and go stupid direction? But anyways, what do we think about the price increase that's coming up in Funko? I'm going to point something out after y'all tell me what y'all think about them going up in price that I don't think anyone has caught on this sheet.
What? So I can't even see. What is the price?
The price increase is basically $3. Everything's going up by basic $3 is the math. If you just broke it down, basically everything's going up by at least $3.
So the Funko exclusives are going up to $18 now?
Yep.
20%. Love it.
I mean, so everything basically went up by $3. Everybody has kind of done a video on this list. And I didn't really do a video on this list because I try and stay negative just on my lives. So, I didn't. But I caught something that no one else talked about. And I just kind of kept this to myself for a while. They don't say anything about a 10-inch pop on this list. There's no mention of a jumbo pop anywhere on this list.
Well, it'll probably be like $150 now.
Does that mean they're doing away with them?
I can't imagine that they want to ship these all the time. I know I hate to ship them. I know they're getting the corporate bundle and they don't really care, but is this the time to buy all 10-inch pops? Because
I don't know. I quit buying 10-inch pops a long time ago when they kept going up, and so I have 12 or 13 of them now. Don't have any more than that. I have the ones I want anyways. But I was looking at this list and I was just trying to really pick it apart and find out how much my albums were going to cost me, how much the sodas were going to cost me, what is the price increase. But then I was like, well, how much are 10-inch pops going to cost me? And they're nowhere on this list. 10-inch, everything else is, even if they didn't go up in price, they're on the list. So even if it wasn't a price increase, it's on the list. Tennis
Yeah.
pop.
Okay. So is this a one? It's so informal, right? Like this is what I would. This looks like my shopping list.
Kind of. Yeah.
Sharpie price sheet.
Yeah.
But if the high quality, not if the what do they used to call those? Like the not moments, but like the Cinderella, right? And the
Right.
Spider-Man, like the ones with the posters in the background. Dorothy. If those are 60, 10-inch pops, they are the only way that they could do that is if every 10-inch pop had a chase. If you are willing to buy, because if they would sell like a show, people will buy it, right? $85, chance to chase like Galactus, right? 10-inch. What other 10-inches have like chases? There's not many.
No,
There's not many. It's a Superman.
right?
I have it right over here. Superman has a chase variant.
There you go.
The Galactus had a chase variant.
85 free shipping, right? From Funko.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure, it had to be expensive.
It would still sell out.
You think so?
A chance to chase, big boy.
I don't know. I mean, there was only a few of them that came out with a chase, and the Superman sells for like 100 in the chase.
Well, when sodas came out, do you remember when pop pins? I think I don't know my first duck race. The pop pins, which you can really like, you'll ignore a chase at Target right now. A pop pin gold. When those came out in like late 2019, early 2020, it was like, oh my god, I need a pop pin. That was the grail of my collection. I had offers. It was like Loki and Thor, and I think Captain Pops hooked me up with like I don't know, like voted or just said like, hey, Box Attack was doing something, and I'm like, oh my god, thanks Cap. I just hit like he's really sending me those things. I could have paid my rent. You know what I mean? Like, what are you kidding me? Now, it's like, what is it? But if you put a chase on it, and it's new and refreshing, like the Funko sodas. What are they doing? Are they even numbering them anymore?
No.
So, God, they're so brilliant though. Made to order NFTs. Like, you know what? Buy all this stuff. Let us know how much we have to make. Well, we have 6 to 8 months to actually
talking about NFTs, though. Talk about NFTs. When was they actually haven't even dropped anything and new NFT this year?
They dropped a few this year. They dropped a few this year. Yeah, they dropped a few this year. I don't keep up with them, so it's hard for me to say which ones. But they dropped them.
Like next week.
Yeah, they've been dropping them. They don't slow down on that. So totally, Mitchin says that the shop in Knoxville says its list is bogus. I believe it because it's missing the 10-inch pop. I looked at the list and looked at the list and looked at the list and said something's just either they're doing away with the 10-inch pop or this list is not accurate. Something is wrong. And he confirmed that the shop at Knoxville says that this list is totally bogus. Fox, before we get out of here, what do you got going on next week you want to talk about?
Likely incarceration, that's for sure. What else? A bunch of malarkey. Who knows? I don't know. You think I'm in control of this madness?
No, I do want to point out that Fox Crown does have a YouTube channel with exactly one video on it. And 440 subscribers.
Like right down
being one of them.
Description.
440, thank you, but also 440 is after
one video.
Well, I hide a lot of stuff. The Doug one I have to keep up there. He's my boy. But Doug and Cone, let's go. But after a hardy campaign for 2 years to get unsubs, because I just thought it was crazy when people like sub to me, I kind of got sick of it. Like every DM, like I don't even know you. Sub to you, what? So not so bad. I would have at least 445 if I didn't start that campaign. By the way,
unsub to Fox Crown.
That's right. Unsub to Fox Crown. People know.
He's been trying to get me to do it for. He's been trying to get me to do it forever, and I refuse to unsub.
Well, apparently, I just followed you guys on Instagram. Who knows these algorithms and things? What was I going to say? Oh, I will tell you that I am dying for a Happy Meal. If you are a Disney fan, you want to know what I'm doing? Disney fans, they have you seen it? McDonald's with their Pixar cards?
No, I have not seen
the hottest Happy Meal toy. You gotta go. It's a good one. You'll love it. Anyway, so
there's drugs in it.
I'm loving it.
have you seen so on TikTok? I get on TikTok every once in a while, and there's a TikTok going around, and it's this guy talking about the boss gets fired because he was selling drugs out of the drive, and the dude working the drive-through says that he got fired too because they said that he was too close to the operation, and he says, well, honestly, I was. He says we thought about changing the theme song to da da ba ba ba. There's drugs in it. He said it's not like we were just giving crack burgers away.
No, absolutely. And that's right to the drive-through.
To the drive-through, yeah.
I love it. Yeah, just a little extra. I put some extra ketchup in there.
Yeah, wink, wink, nod, nod.
Chris, what you got going on next week you want to talk about?
Next week, I don't know. I took a week off from 5 Minutes of Disney this week. I had some schoolwork to get done and went drinking around the world. Fortunately, I did not video it as much as I thought. I was just kind of enjoying myself for the day, and so it is what it is. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and we'll get back to it this week as everything else. But keep doing the TikToks and 5 Minutes of Disney coming up soon. And I am planning to get out to Disney to either do a food review or a resort tour soon.
That sounds awesome.
What about you?
I always look forward to seeing your shorts when it comes to the Disney stuff. I always think those things are really awesome. Coming up next week, I promise that I'll have a video coming up Monday. I'll tell you what happened to my video this Monday. I got food poisoning after a swim meet that was Saturday. I'm not going to tell y'all where I ate because I think that's only wrong because you can't actually prove that's where you got food poisoning. But I mean, like,
what did you eat in the pool?
It was god awful bad food poisoning for like 2 days there.
What was your name?
I didn't make it to the video on Monday. I apologize for that. I'll make it this next week. Don't worry. I'll have one Monday and Friday just as normal, starting again next week. There'll still be one this Friday. So just stay tuned for that. Other than that, man, that's really it. It was rough. It was rough, but it was okay. I got through it.
Was it more like, was it tummy? Was it like booty?
Oh no, it was both at the same time.
How this hit you?
Both at the same time. I'm not asking
what you ate. I'm saying, like, how did it hit you?
Both at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's bad.
So.
One in the tub, one on the toilet.
Yeah, it's just bad. Trash can in hand.
I've never used the bathtub more.
That's right.
Thank God it was right there.
Appreciate you.
And
thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely,
thank you,
the demise of this channel. This is how it starts.
This is how it starts.
Surprised the LUAU is still going.
We will catch y'all next time, guys.
We do appreciate it, and thank you all very much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Thanks for hanging, chat.
Have a good one, guys.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. TechBot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.